Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, all listeners across the globe, because we are global, Brock. You're already aware.
Yes.
For those listeners that weren't aware, we are global. We've had a listener. I haven't actually followed up on this listener for a while, but in the early stages, I'd say first 35 episodes, we were quite in depth with our listeners in terms of the podcasting app that we go through, Acast, shout out to you, allows us to see what listeners around the globe listen to Short Boys podcast. And we had 3 or 4 in America.
Yes.
We've definitely had a rush. I think we've had a Russian.
Some weird places.
Philippines got a couple of runs, which could have been mates on holidays, but we're not going to allude to that too much. So we are global. We've taken on the international stage.
And mind you, we only had 10 listeners at the time. So 50% of our listeners were worldwide.
They were. Yes. They were. And the other 5 were family members. So when you really crunch the numbers there, we're doing pretty well.
We are doing well. Now we're up to 20 listeners. So it's growing slowly.
Nearly. Come on. Going good. How are you going?
I'm going very well.
That's good.
I've recovered. I'm not sick, but I will say, geez, I know we said it last week, but God, it's cold.
I said this to you last week, mate. We get through this stage when winter begins around the June mark.
Yes.
Where the opening discussions of our podcast are just led to the weather and how cold it is, because short boys can't handle the cold, and that's fine.
No, we can't.
But we can't.
I knew I was going to bring this topic up, that it's cold.
It is cold.
I want to give a big up to the heaters, because they're doing overtime at the moment.
Heaters work well. We don't run a heater in this household. We run a fire, an indoor fire.
Which
heats the house up, with the house being brick.
Yep.
The bricks get quite warm, heats the house up, goes through the house.
And it's also awesome because you got the fireplace right near the TV, and we're actually watching NRL 360 last week.
Exactly right.
Together, analysing.
Watched it last night too, Buzz Rothfield getting into his work, as always.
He's loving it at the moment.
He is.
Queensland.
I had a mate, Joel, send me a photo saying, I don't know how you tune into this, Gradsy. And I said, I tune in every week. Even you said it the other day. How do you watch this, mate? I'm like, mate, just hook it to my veins. I love this stuff.
They're just, I don't know if they're putting it on, but God, they make some drama in that show.
Oh, it's good. It's borderline home and away at that rate.
It's borderline men's version of Love Island.
Yes, exactly.
What'd you get up to on the weekend? Any golf?
No golf.
No golf.
No golf. Pretty quiet.
Do you have a big one Saturday?
No, I didn't do anything all weekend. Didn't do anything. I was very, very relaxed. Really just went back. Disconnect, reconnect type thing.
Yep. Reset.
Yeah, just little house jobs, basically. It was a cruisy weekend. Yep. Yourself?
Saturday, played bowls.
Nice. Locally?
Locally, yes.
Okay. How'd you go?
Remember, I played it probably 2 years ago, I reckon, the last time I played it. And I played...
So you're out of form?
I'm out of form, out of rhythm. And I played very, very well, that I can remember.
Okay.
On the weekend, I couldn't do anything. Couldn't get near the white ball.
Yeah, it's tough. And it's quite annoying too, I find, when you're playing bowls and you roll an absolute shocker and you know it's a shocker off the hand.
Yep.
And you've just got to watch it be a shocker. And then it's another 2 or 3 minutes to get another throw.
Yeah.
And you've just got to watch it. That's a shocker. And you just watch it.
Or you're thinking it's going to pull up, but it just goes right past it.
Or it turns ridiculously. Yeah.
It's an art. It's an art form, mate.
It is an art. The oldies, I can see how they do it. I would love to.
Well, they spend their time at it.
It's a great thing to get around. What else did you do?
Sunday, came up here, walked the dog.
Yes, I did see that. You even asked me to do something. I said, you know what? I need a recharge. I think I replied with, sorry, bro, I'm recharging. I got the cord in and I'm recharging.
I did text you, and then you texted me back at 9 o'clock saying you are recharging, and I got Nardbrad from you or something.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
No, it wasn't personal.
Okay.
It wasn't personal. I was dead set recharging,
Well, that's why I asked you. I thought you must have had a big night or something.
No, I was literally didn't do anything at all. And then I just had a sleep in and I was like, I'm just going to chill around home today. Like, just do a couple, go to the gym, get a haircut, that type's just
I'm looking very, very good.
Thanks,
Are you
mate.
Going on any dates soon? I thought that might be a reason.
No dates. The haircut, just as the same. Disconnect, reconnect, start fresh.
Reset.
Look good, feel good type thing. Meal prep Sunday. Like, that's all it was. There's nothing more to it. You don't need to read between no lines there. You feel me?
That's the one. That's it. That's it.
That's my day one. That's my day one. What do you want to talk about first?
What?
So we got Origin, obviously. Origin team lists are out.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit about the team list.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a bone to pick though with Queensland.
I do too.
Okay.
Should we pick it together?
I'll pick my bone. You can pick.
And
your
this
bone.
is coming from Queenslanders.
I'm a Queenslander. I don't like the way they went about the Cherry Evans dropping.
I don't like the way they went about a couple of things.
And I want to let you know a proposal that I would say would have been a nicer way to go about it, okay?
Yep.
So, obviously, Queensland, on paper, historically have a weaker team than New South Wales. That usually happens, okay? We usually win, though, okay?
We do.
The thing that I noticed coming into this year was that it was so black and white obvious, okay? Our team's nowhere near as strong, which is fine. They play Cherry Evans. Play on.
Mm-hmm.
We lose as underdogs. Okay, we weren't favourites going into that game.
We weren't expected to win.
We weren't expecting. Well, we were expecting to win. Queenslanders were expecting to win.
But really, were we?
Others weren't expecting us to win. Then they go Cherry Evans, captain, done a job for the state over the last decade.
He's won us some games.
See you later. And the way that I think would have been so much nicer would have gone Billy calling him pre-selection game one, going, hey mate, look, we love everything you've done for the state.
Yep.
You've been awesome. Father Time waits for no one. You're about 36, I believe, at the end of the year. 36, 37.
Good 36. Good looking.
And you've done well for the state. How about, instead of a situation like this occurring, where we lose and we have to drop you, how about you go out, you announce your retirement, and we act like nothing happened?
Yep.
You know, you go out on your own terms. How about that? And we start blooding for the future. This is nothing against you, Daly. This is, let's start getting Tommy. Let's start rolling this ball forward with this young spine. Let's not make you look silly in front of the world, in front of New South Wales, in front of Queensland, especially when you have pick and stick.
Yes.
That just makes everything look silly to me. And I don't like how we didn't do that.
How about we just didn't pick him at all? If we were going to
That's what I'm saying. So how about why didn't they just tell him to do that before game one?
Yeah.
Say, hey, mate, like, we're moving to the future and we want you to...
There was already whispers, that he wasn't going to play. So why play him?
Exactly.
And then drop him?
I just think
it looks terrible.
I think it's disrespectful. It makes us look silly as a team, and it makes DCE look silly.
And it does make me feel embarrassed.
He's getting disrespected.
I've never felt embarrassed before like this.
But as Queenslanders, we look to the future.
We are Queenslanders. We are still Queenslanders.
And we look to the future and we think, Tom Dearden, I love you, Tom Dearden.
I love you too. And you're our 7 for the future.
And
if injury free.
Knock
on wood.
Exactly.
But how about dropping both Firma as well? Hey, you can only play 17 minutes and hey, that wasn't good enough.
Out of position. Not even on... No.
That wasn't good enough. We'll drop you.
I don't agree. And I heard a stat today. Apparently, Kurt Catewell's got the most
missed tackles.
Does he have the most missed tackles in the comp? Let me have a look.
Not good. Not looking too good.
Let me get these up, brother.
Who's he going to be guarding?
Defense, tackles. Yep, Kurt Catewell has got the most missed tackles in the comp by 20.
Yes.
He's got 75. Happy Christ has got 55 at second.
And Matthew also, how about we drop Paddy Carrigan to the bench and Jeremiah Nano, that was our best.
I don't hate the Carrigan because I see what they're trying to do.
I can see, but...
I don't understand how Horsburgh's not getting picked. Just get a dog in there, rang a dog, get Chestnut.
How's he not
we need Chestnut running around. Chestnut needs to be running around.
Well, Chestnut's in. We're getting closer.
He's in the squad.
But by this rate that he's going at, the pick and Chestnut...
It'll be till 2040 when he's picked, probably.
Yes. Oh, look, I'm hoping not.
Patience.
He's going to be playing till he's 50 to get picked.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it.
No.
But let's stop talking negatively about the boys, okay?
Yes.
Because we're going to win game 2.
I'm sorry about that.
We're going to put a clinic on. Tommy Dearden, Munster at captain. Munster at skip. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? 14th skipper of Queensland. What an absolute animal. I love Kurt Mann off the bench.
I do love that.
I nearly think he needs a starter hooker, though.
I think they might.
I hope they do.
I think there's going to be a few changes.
The game plan was straight run at Harry Grant. It was just run at Harry Grant, tire him out. Harry Grant could be the best player on the field, if not tired. If not fatigue.
If not tired, if not fatigue, yes.
Best player in the game. On the ground, sorry. Well, and he could be the best player in the game.
He played pretty decent on the weekend. We probably will get into that. But I think you got to start Kurt Mann. I think they're going to make a few changes before kickoff. Hammer's on the wing.
I did see that. I think
that's a strange.
Yeah, I would have thought he's better defensively
than Holmes.
Is that to? He's quicker than Lomax. He's quicker than Toto. In the centres, he's got to go around the centre and the winger to get space on the outside. So on the wing, they're just going cut out more space. Do you see that? Is that is that where you see it?
I'm more seeing it. They're looking for the future of Jack Howarth coming into play centres.
Yeah, you're not wrong, actually.
Because he's in the extended bench.
He is in the extended bench. And I saw him a couple of weeks ago and he looked ready. He looked fit.
You did say that.
Yeah, he looked good.
He didn't. Did he mention Origin?
I said you should have been picked.
What did he say?
Don't know. Don't remember.
Patience, bro. Patience.
Yeah.
Tom Dearden, $18 man of the match. Don't mind that.
I don't mind that either.
But we are playing $3.10 to win.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's,
Are we getting swept? No, we're not.
No, we're not. We still win. We still win comfortably. Right, we'll talk more about Origin and game plans next week because obviously our episode's pre-Origin.
Yep. If anyone listens
we
on
don't
Wednesday.
care about the Blues, but they've just changed their front rows
Quickly
around,
too, mate. I forgot to mention it at the start. We're nearly on 200 subscribers on YouTube. How good's that?
That is great. That is
$1.99.
$1.99. So lucky 200th. Shout out to you, whoever
you are.
Thank you. Thank you for your service.
It's not much, but it is a lot for me and Matthew.
Thanks for the love. Thanks
Jeez,
for the love.
Personal and deep, then, didn't it?
It did, mate. We
don't do that much.
All our listeners, come on, we love it. We love the respect you provide,
especially us short boys.
All the short boys.
Short boys don't get respected much.
All right, I've got. Actually, we'll talk a little bit about this. Did you hear someone Cobbo today met with Wayne Bennett allegedly?
I did see that. My mate Liam.
So first one was Taylor May. He's gone to the Tigers.
Oh yeah.
And allegedly was walking around South Sydney last week. Had a meeting, but he's signed with the Tigers now. So he's with his bro Taylon.
And that's confirmed.
Taylon's with Terrell. Taylon and Terrell.
Tyrone, I think's the third one.
Tyrone's over in England, but yes, could link up for sure, most definitely. So Taylon's he's over there. He's playing Tigers. He's got claws. He's got claws out already. He's gone from claw to claw in terms of
he
Panthers.
loves his claws.
Claws are out. Okay. Cobbo though meeting with Wayne is
dangerous.
Huge.
That's very dangerous for the rest of the comp.
What do you reckon?
I think he's going.
Well,
if you get Narbrad and
the only way I think they have enough money is if Cody Walker retires this year, which I think would be on the cards.
You reckon?
I don't think they could afford him. They just got the cheese.
Yeah, well, I was thinking the same thing, but
so my selection wise is Terrell to 6, Cobbo to fullback, Cody Walker retire, Humphreys at 7, Smith at 9.
What about Gray? Perth Bears.
Yeah.
I mean, Wayne is loving his Jay and Sullivan in the half.
He is loving his JS. Little Bud Sullivan.
He could be looking at that too.
Who knows? I just don't know where else Cobbo fits in.
Yeah, probably centers Tass.
Yeah, Tass is probably gone.
Which is very harsh because Tass...
Full strength though. No, full strength. They've got Jackie Legs and Cam Graham.
Yes.
Wings, might be a winger.
Maybe second row. Keon's in the middle now.
Who knows? Now we're getting throwing stuff around, eh?
Yeah, well...
Glory.
Glory to South Sydney. Diehard Rabbitohs, a friend of mine, Liam, he reckons Wayne Bennett's overrated over the weekend, he was telling me.
Wow, he's not a diehard Rabbitohs fan if he thinks he's overrated. What does he say? Oh, he doesn't do anything. He just sits there. Is that what he was certain?
He was saying he's overrated.
Wow. He's not a Bunnies fan then, obviously. You can't disrespect
you don't know
your
rugby
coach.
league.
You've got to love your coach.
Yeah, you just don't know rugby league.
I've got a really good question. Well, I hope it's really good. Okay.
Feed me with it.
The other day, yesterday, actually it was, and I wrote it down yesterday. Okay. I was at the gym and just scrolling through social media and just randomly, out of nowhere, no context, Josh Dugan just popped into my head for some reason.
Okay.
And Joshua Dugan, you're familiar with
very random.
The ex-Sharks, the ex-Raider, the ex-St. George Illawarra, the ex-Australian, the ex-New South Wales.
Actually there for his New South Wales debut.
Centre fullback.
Yep.
Popped into my head. Okay. Then I thought back a couple of weeks ago and the same thing happened. And Daniel Mortimer just popped into my head.
Daniel Mortimer, I'm not familiar, but
ex-Parramatta, 5'8", ex-Roosters, bench utility. Pretty sure he might have had a stint at Cronulla too. Okay,
Job doer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could have been a lot better than what he was, I believe.
Big ups to him.
Then this came into my head, and this might just be me, and it would be really funny if it was just me, but how often does a random rugby league player pop into your head? Because it happens to me at least once a week. I'm just out of nowhere, a random guy pops into my head. I'm going, I wonder what he's up to now. Mate, it's more that context. I wonder what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder how he's going. Yeah, remember him?
How's he doing? How's his wife and kids?
Yeah,
how's the
life?
fan?
How's life treating? How's the body?
Yeah, is he carpenter now? What's his occupation?
No idea.
Yeah.
I think about it and I go, okay.
Yep.
What does that happen to you a bit?
I wouldn't say a week. Maybe month.
Happens a lot. And I've thought of this too.
What is that you're thinking of?
It's a real dribbly book that we've got on the back here. We've never whipped
A
out.
to Z rugby league players, 110 years, 10,000 players.
Yeah, I'm not sure when it was.
Okay.
It might tell you.
Open up a random page right now.
I'm going to open up a random page and ask. I'm not sure when it goes from. So.
And maybe I can Look him up.
Doesn't say when it's finished.
I think it's going to be ancient.
It says 100,
very ancient.
110. Okay, it's got Cam Smith and JT on the back. All right, random page.
Yep.
Do you want to pick a number or actually you tell me when to stop?
Okay. Whoop.
No, stay stop.
Oh.
Go. No, wait.
Go. Stop. Close your eyes. Pick a name.
Well, I don't know a lot of these. Like I'm looking at a lot. It's ancient, bro.
Oh.
It is very ancient. There's not a man I know on this page.
No.
We're talking 1927. Maybe we're just going to have to click until we...
Let's go, Jamie. We'll go this one. Alex, this bloke here. What's his name?
He's 1940, bro. That's way too long ago.
Maybe, yeah.
Robert Jennings getting a run.
Shout out Robert Jennings.
Shout out Robert.
Let's look up what Robert Jennings is doing these days.
He's playing...
I want to see if they know that. Jennings.
Oh, that's good.
Doing these days.
Any Brocks running around? Let's go. Oh, you can't. It's not last name. Any Griggers or Gradwells running around? Ross Giggs running through, which is good. This is an ancient book. Matt Gillette, shout out to you.
Former Morayfield High Schooler.
178 rugby league games. We've got 54 tries, 18 games for Queensland, and 12 tests for Australia.
What a career.
What a career. You want to go one more?
Yeah, we can go one more, I guess.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we won't mention his name. Could get into very, very lot of trouble.
Michael Ennis.
Michael Ennis. What's he doing these days?
Michael Ennis, 273 games, 36 tries for Newcastle. He played 20 games for St. Illawarra. 24, sorry, for St. George Illawarra. He played 42 for the Broncos and 136 games for Canterbury with 63 goals and 8 tries.
What a career. Shout out to you. Big ups to you.
Well, that'll do for today. Yeah. Oh, one more.
Okay. If it's a good one.
You've got to guess, though, how many points?
Jeez,
how many games?
Okay, tell me the name. Okay.
Lachlan Coote. Ex-Penrith.
Yeah.
Ex-North Queensland.
Yep. I'm going to go 260.
Way overs, brother.
Really?
Way overs.
Is that counting his Super League days?
Didn't play Super League. 157 games, 83 for Penrith, 74 for North Queensland.
And then he played Super League.
Yes. Okay.
So they haven't got that in.
Wouldn't have been updated, yes.
We're on fraud watch.
How many for Scotland?
Oh, geez. 6?
3.
Oh, really?
We might get that book out a bit more often. That's a good little bit of yarn.
Yes.
We have got... I'm not sure. Oh, do you just want to get into the games for last week?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Okay.
Might as well. Got a lot to talk about this week.
All right. Last week...
I just want to quickly say, did you watch... I think it was a Parramatta game. Did you watch it?
I did.
We listened to the commentary.
I was.
Vossi and Ennis, they were off each other.
Were they?
They were bickering big time.
True.
Everything Vossi was saying, Ennis was saying the opposite. Anything Ennis was saying, Vossi was saying the opposite.
Yeah, okay.
They were bickering.
True. I didn't pick up on it. I was more focused on game.
If you're listening to this and you picked up onto it, let us know because I picked up on it pretty easily.
Yeah,
you can just tell they were bickering.
A little bit of tension in the... Any examples?
Vossi said something about... It was like no trial. He dropped the ball or something and he's like, oh, that was a bit of a bludgeon. And then Ennis goes, oh, you're harsh there, mate. That was
yeah, okay.
Just little things like that.
I got a bit of tension in the commentary
And then
box.
Vossi would say something and Ennis is like, nah, no way. Very funny.
Round 14 of the Telstra Rugby League NRL Premiership.
Yeah.
Who was your team of the week?
Have we got both the same team of the week, I'm pretty sure? I hope so. Surely.
Well, I'll agree with you, but I'm going to talk about a different team for the context so we don't double dip.
Okay. The mighty Finns, mate.
Finns were good.
We win the comp or what?
Finns were good.
The great Matty Johns was saying that we could be contenders if we keep this form up.
Well, he scored 44 against the Dogs, so it was, what's that, 110?
Yeah, and 2 tries.
Yeah, I like his. I really do. I mean,
and big news coming out of we got a lot of key players injured.
I know.
And we're doing that. Like, someone stop us.
Shout out Plathie. Sorry. Shout out Plathie.
Yeah.
Not sure. So apparently he's got to see a surgeon, which says to me, this is pure speculation, he's partially torn it. And he's got to get a surgeon's opinion whether or not it needs repairing or rehabilitation?
So you're the ACL man here.
Yeah.
Both
I had done one myself, actually, if you didn't know.
many times, haven't you?
Just once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both are season ending.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say roughly. So partial was like a 3 months. 3 months rehab where it wouldn't cut out next year, but the risk of redoing it, I think, is fairly high. Dylan Brown did it last game of last year.
Okay.
Partial ACL tear.
Yeah, and he came back. Yeah.
And he's come back round 1. So look, it's not good for Plathie. Not good, but there's always an injury earlier in the career, and it's how you come back from it. Yeah. We know him personally.
He's a family. He's family, of this podcast.
He is.
Safidi also out for the season, I think.
I did see
and
that.
Gilbert. They're massive.
True. Didn't even think of that. And Fleggy's not playing.
And Flegg was obviously
so you're running
playing.
second string pack.
Yep. And we're doing a job.
Yeah, wow.
We are doing a job.
That's good. It would have been even nicer for you pumping the Dragons.
Oh, Dragons, it was good.
It would have been nice.
Yeah. I got something on I got something to have a dig at the Dragon later on in the podcast. Okay. I think you'll think it's pretty funny.
My team of the week was the Knights because half time when they're getting booed off by their fans and they look like they're going to get 60 put on them, I'm going, okay, Knights are officially going to get the spoon. Then they came back and won, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
I fell asleep.
I was borderline going to go to bed in the last 12 minutes. This is a game I don't really care what happens.
Yep.
And then it started getting entertaining.
Yeah, I woke up in the morning and seen KP score the match winner. I was like, what the hell did I just miss?
Yeah. Shout out Sharpie. Sharpie can play.
He played good?
He did play good.
That's great.
I think he's the future. And I saw something today. Allegedly, Ponga's not going to be there next year.
Really?
Saw something early. It was by a really dribbly tweet or something along those lines.
Where was he sniffing around? Do you know?
Didn't say. It just said, he's done.
He's done. He looks like a man that wants to get out of there too. Yeah. Can we talk about Adam O'Brien, Narbra and the fans telling them you don't know rugby league?
That as a fan, I'd be calling for his head.
I would be too. And
I'd be going, mate, are you kidding me? It's freezing cold on a school night. Just remember it's a school night.
School night.
The kids have to go to school tomorrow.
Yep.
And you're out there telling me, obviously, okay, I'm a fan.
Of the Newcastle Knights.
There's a lot of fans out there that don't know rugby league, but you don't need to say it. I don't know rugby league, but don't tell me that. And that hurts.
And you know what the fans could always come back with to Adam O'Brien himself? Hey, bro, you don't know which halves to pick each week. Yeah,
come on, brother. You reckon you know more rugby league than me? Come on, mate. You're running second. You're running third last year, brother.
And you don't know what halves you're going to pick this week.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, as I said, a lot of us don't know rugby league, but don't tell us that we don't know rugby league. That hurts.
It hurts deeply.
I'll admit it, but I don't want you to tell me that.
And hey, Buzz, there's 2 new sides coming in. I think you might lose a few fans from it.
Yeah, literally.
If you don't go. But yeah, I thought that was funny.
Who was your most disappointing?
Probably. I'm not going to say Dragons because it was against the Finns, like it was expected.
You want to hear mine?
Okay.
Sharks.
Yeah, I'm going to go Sharkies.
Sharkies were basically full strength, apart from Mulatalo, I believe, and I know it all went off at half time, but first half, I was like, okay, this is going to be a good game. Then the Warriors just turned it on. And I don't know if didn't pay too much attention. I don't know if the Sharks played bad or Warriors were just way too good. But a 30-point difference between those two teams doesn't seem like an accurate representation.
I wouldn't be too disappointed in the Sharks if they just lost, but they got blown out.
They got absolutely pumped.
From a side, they should be, what do they come 5th, aren't they?
Yeah, they'd be in top
they 6. They should be up there with the Warriors. So
Lukey Metz is getting better and better.
Oh,
you know who he reminds me of? Reminds me a little bit of Moses, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of Moses about him, I think.
I think he might come into... You know, Moses just recently, the last couple of years, started to spring up.
Yeah.
I think that might be like this could be just the top.
I agree. You know, I saw another comment too the other day that Moses early in his career had Andrew Webster apparently as a coach at the Tigers in terms of assistant or trainer or something. Really good halves coach apparently.
Okay.
Over at the Warriors, and it's translating into Metcalf.
Well, Chanel's even playing good.
Chanel is playing good.
Like them halves are playing.
He's off contract, I'm fairly sure.
Lock him up.
Maybe.
Lock him up.
Yeah, we'll come to power. Please.
Yeah, it's Warriors are the real deal.
Yeah, I agree. Right, you want to go games for the week?
Oh, That's what I was thinking. I was trying to think of something I was going to say. So Licky Metcalf was on the Matty John show on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad for this kid. Matty was talking about the next halves for New South Wales.
Yeah.
And saying, oh, it's going to be so good. Like, Izzy Katoa, he's the next man up.
Yeah.
And poor old Licky Metcalf, he was cut.
Was he?
You could tell he's just like, he put his head down when Matty was talking about I'm here still.
Oh, remember me, please.
What else I got to do?
Yeah, literally. I'm leading the Daily M's, bro. All right, games for the week. We've only got 4 or 5 games of rugby league football. First game is the Sharks up against the Dragons. Mulatalo is back. Hirode into the centres with Ito out.
Yep.
Dragons, Val Holmes out. Corey Allen in. Terrell Sloan on the wing. Emre Gula at prop.
Yeah. Wow, this game.
Signing of the year, Emre Gula.
Yep, he is, mate.
If you know, you know.
Touchy subject.
Copped a spray for saying what we thought of the Dragons signing Emre Gula.
Not just us. I'm pretty sure the whole rest of the comp, if you're not a Dragons supporter, thinks the same thing.
Yes, thank you.
I don't know, dude.
Sharks need to bounce back here. I'm going the Sharks.
I'm going Sharks too. Dragons are dreadful, dude. Nathan Lawson had a rough night.
They were poor. They just got dominated left, right, and centre. Their outside backs just got burnt every time.
And their forward back got smashed.
Yeah.
We were whacking them, dude.
I'm going the Sharks. Sharks for a bounce back.
I knew we were going to win that game as soon as the Dragons kicked that penalty goal straight away. Yeah. I just knew they weren't confident.
Mindset,
they weren't confident. Yeah.
Give me the Sharks.
Who's the halves? Kyle still there?
Kyle's still there. King Katoga's running around too. Is that his name?
I think so. Yeah. Poor kid.
All right. Titans and the Seagulls, 8 p.m. Friday is the next game. We have got Tino Mofotuwake out, Khalees Haas at lock, Isaac Fasul-Malawi joins the Bents. Josh Patston, 26-year-old back row, making his debut. And Seagulls, Tom Trbojevic is back. Jason Saab is also set to return. Takiaho sees Jazz Tavanga to the bench. Leha Hopewade is out.
What's he out for?
Concussion.
Okay.
So that's how their backline
makes sense
out of it.
I think Titans are going to upset.
I was going to say Titans,
for some reason, mate, without
Tino and I don't see a world where it happens. I'm happy to be proved wrong though. Thierry Evans with a chip on his shoulder too.
Yeah, that's a good point that you make there, mate.
Let's not forget that.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a real flip the coin. This game.
It's not for me. It's Manly for me.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go Titans just to go against you, mate, and hope for the best.
All right. What do you think of the Titans? Then do they need to just reset? They need to just. I think they just need a reset.
I don't know what the reset is, but
yeah, it's actually really hard to
pinpoint.
I was talking to a passionate Titans fan today, and he said that there shouldn't be a team on the Gold Coast. There's never been a successful team in any sport.
The Suns are going pretty good this year.
Suns are going good, but a lot of other ones have folded. So, but he's a glass half empty type man.
Well, basketball, NBL, I'm not sure if you're too familiar with.
I'm familiar.
But they're looking at expansions, and there's a lot of people wanting the Gold Coast, but the NBL just don't want to put a team.
Good.
Because what happens in the other codes.
Yeah.
Well, on that.
They just got dominated. They looked appalling. Their game plan, it looks like they don't know what they're doing out there.
No.
And they go sideways.
They need to piss off one of the...
I agree.
I think 2 of them, to be honest.
Just go get... You know how much value you could get for Brimson? The Eels are paying $700 for Brimson to come play 6 for you.
And I'm sniffing around Cherry Evans.
Yeah.
Because we'll get on the Roosters after this game. They're looking good. Dolphins looking good. Maybe Cherry Evans might end up there. There's been no noise, but there could be.
Definitely could. Most definitely could.
But
the backflip into a front flip.
Yeah.
Backflip them 10 years ago into a front flip now.
Into maybe a side flip later on down the track.
Yeah.
Mel Meninga announces Perth coach.
Yes.
He's coming after Tino and Fafita, I've seen.
Yeah.
Are you worried as a Titan supporter? Not you personally, but if you are a Titan supporter.
I don't know. I think as a Titan supporter, you're just happy to roll with the punches, knowing that what's working now isn't working. I'm happy for change because...
And Campbell as well could be going
something needs to change.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be linked to the Bears. Remember how everyone was linked to the Dolphins?
Yeah, but were they?
Low-key. Oh, early on.
Like a lot of people were, but they came out pretty early saying no.
Cheese, Munster,
Ponga. I think that was it.
Truva.
Yeah, Truva
he
wasn't really a
anything.
name, but then.
All right, I'm going to go the Seagulls.
Yeah.
Saturday, 5:30, Knights and the Roosters. We have got Kalen Ponga is out. Fletcher Sharp to fullback.
Yep.
Jackson Hastings, named at 5'8". Roosters.
Oh, my God.
Sammy Walker is back after rupturing his ACL. Dommy Young on the wing. Mark Nwanganitawase into the centres. Robert Toya out. Let's just...
Jacko Hastings.
Just when you keep getting knocked back and you just keep getting Brad, he's found a way for the coach to go, you know what? You're actually annoying me with how many times you're asking. Just go, off you go. Go pick the 6 jersey up, off you go.
It's gotten like your little cousins coming up to you just wanting to kick the footy around, but you don't want to. And then they just keep on coming up to you.
Pestering you. Come on,
and
please.
And you just say, whatever. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, just go.
Let's go.
Just go. It's out of anger.
And then
fine.
You end up having a lot of fun with them.
You end up winning footy games.
Yeah.
You enjoy your time, for sure.
So Jacko Hastings, mate, you could be into a treat.
He's just begged and begged and begged and just hasn't given up and gone, please, pick me. Please, what do I have to do? And he goes, you're annoying me now, Jackson. But off you go.
We had a little sniff with it last week, didn't we? At 18th man.
Yeah.
And you seen him back on the cameras.
He's getting closer.
Yeah.
He's getting closer. Oh, okay. Adam O'Brien's thinking, okay, if we put him at 18th man, that'll shut him up for about 2 weeks. And then the 2 weeks is right around. He's gone, okay, now we're moving him closer. We need to give him a little shot.
We
win, lose or draw. Win, lose or draw. You're out next week, but we'll give you one. We'll give you one chance at first grade here.
Yeah, and if you don't perform, you're out, mate.
You know how
hey, I'm Jacko Hastings. I don't get pushed around.
You know how we had a laugh last year, how they just drawed halves out of the hat?
Yeah.
They took Jackson Hastings' name out of that without telling him. Oh, Jackson, you're not getting picked this week. And then
they've removed his name from the hat, but Hastings found a way to put his name back in there. He's snicked.
He's figured out going, hang on, this is a little bit suspicious here, brother.
O'Brien's looking the other way. Hastings put his name back in the hat.
Pick me, please. Watch him carve up. This is just me thinking hypothetically he'll dominate.
I think he will.
And all the headlines will be at, whoop, teams need a halfback. Jackson Hastings is your man. Go and sign Jacko. That'll be the yarns, I betcha.
Imagine.
He'll get 4 try assists and a try himself. And all the chat will be, come on, Titans need a halfback.
Yeah.
Tigers need a halfback.
Honestly.
Para need a 5'8".
Could you...
All this yarn, brother.
Could you imagine him at Tigers with Luai? They would not get on.
Yeah, they wouldn't. No.
Surely not.
There's punch-ons in the first session.
I think there's scraps just as he walks in the door.
Shout out Sammy Walker.
Yes, great to see that.
Great to see it back.
That's a good halves pairing.
Be interested to see. So he did all right at Cup. I saw Hainsey documenting that he played Cup. I mean, his team still lost because they were up against the mighty Parramatta Eels.
Yes.
But good to see him back. And Hugo Savala keeping his 5'8" spot. So Sandon Smith to 14.
I'm liking that. That's a great halves pairing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking.
Do you need Cherry? You don't need Cherry.
I don't know what I was listening to. I think it was Andrew Webster was saying that he did hear noise. It wasn't strong noise, but he did hear that they want to backflip on Cheerios, but then they made a joke out of it because the contract was never signed, so it won't be a backflip.
Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me if they do. I think it would be going 3 steps backwards if you sign him.
I think so too. And
the fact that so their bench, they're running with Sandon Smith, Zach Docker-Clay.
That's a small bench, eh?
Well, that's telling me they're going, Sandon, brother, you're probably a lock moving forward here.
Yeah.
Because they're not running double hooker on the bench.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do there.
So he's playing lock for sure, Sam Smith, I would say.
You reckon?
Or Zach is. One of them is. They're not. You can't run 2 hookers on the bench. 3 hooker rotation, bro.
Geez, that's going to be a small pack when they go on.
Yeah. It's
only the Knights. No disrespect.
No disrespect at all. Matty Arthur's playing too.
Great to see. Your man.
Short. Yeah, my man. Could have been my guy.
Yeah.
Could have been my guy for a long time.
You have a new guy.
Smithy, he's good. The fact that Sharp keeps going back to fullback shows me that it's not a long term him playing 6.
Nah.
It shows me.
It can't be.
Yeah.
It can't be.
Who you going?
I'm going to go Roosters.
Yeah, Chookies too. Saturday, 7:30, Cowboys and the Dolphins. Another Queensland battle. We've got Tommy Dearden, Cotter, Nana, Robson out. Johnny Bates via Leah is also out. So, Murray Talangi, Kai O'Donnell, Taumalolo, Braden Burns, Clifford, McKaylee, Caden Lars are in. Dolphins, Averillo to fullback, Fiona to the centres. Stoney's in too.
Yes, great to see Stoney back in. Fiona, great when he came in for us last time. I think we win this, mate.
I think you win it too. I think you win it well. I was just thinking, okay, Cowboys got a lot of people out, but they still got Drinks. They still got Purdue. And that's about it.
I think we just bash them.
Yeah, I think
we're a team that bashes people.
I think you win convincingly, to be honest with you.
I've been loving Francis. How long until Francis Molo's in the conversation playing Origin?
Pretty sure he's played one.
He's played one, but how long until he gets back in there off the bench? I think he'd be a great enforcer off the bench.
Yeah, I agree. What's he running? He's only 30. Yeah, give him a go. Frankie Mole.
When him and Kafusi come on for their second stint at the very end of the game,
yeah, I have
you
noticed
can tell.
that too. Yeah, Kafusi's just keeps going.
Dude.
Is he going to stop? He's 33.
Like even him coming off the bench for Queensland wouldn't be bad.
Need to respect this man, I think.
Need to put some respect on their names.
Cows is running second string.
Yeah, so are you.
So,
Kafusi, not Kafusi, Marshall King. Good to see him back doing his thing.
Fins for me, mate.
How about Bossy?
Bossy loves to cook.
Let Bossy cook.
Yeah, we let him cook. We do let him cook.
He wasn't. He found some height.
He does. He did. He's good. He's getting better and better. Bossy.
Yep.
Bossy cooks. Did you see too that
DeVito
got told?
Yeah, I did see that.
Go find somewhere else if you can find somewhere.
Well, we have DeVito, TN, family of the podcast.
Oh, he is too.
He's a player, dude. I can't wait to
0 centimeters, 0 kilos, and he's 0 years old. So well done.
Not many of them.
He's born on June 10, 2025 as well, allegedly, which is great.
TN, that's his nickname.
I'm on Vince.
I was thinking on the weekend, dude. Tonga's gonna be a problem with Izzy at 7, Latu at 6, and Iongi at 1. They're gonna be
you're not wrong.
A problem.
I didn't even think of
going forward.
Latu and Iongi.
That's a halves pairing.
They've always had a pack.
Years.
They've always had a pack.
Now they got a spine.
Now they've got a spine. Yeah, wow.
That's going to be
and Lehigh's running around there too.
Yep.
Wow.
It's going to be. I'm worried.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
It's going to be great.
Yep. He is too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a team, dude. That's a team.
Electric. Last game of the round, we've got Bunnies and the Dogs. Jai Gray playing fullback. Latrell Mitchell out.
Ooh, yes.
Sullivan to 5'8". Cody Walker out. Jamie Humphries at halfback. Doggies. Galvin is in the starting side only because Burton's in the Blues camp.
Yeah. Stephen
Crichton centre. Blake Wilson wing.
Has Peter Volandis put a message to Cameron Sorrell, not Cameron Sorreldo, Laurie Daly to pick Burton as 18th man. So so there's not much headlines, and like a Galvin could be the 6.
Definitely could be. It's interesting too. When Sexton went to 9 on yesterday, Monday, he played 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
All good.
Yesterday, yes.
It just made me think for Reid Marnie. Okay, you're the guy that's going.
I'm thinking the same thing, dude.
Okay, they're gonna run. He looked pretty good at 9.
He didn't look bad.
Him and Haywood running dummy half.
Yeah.
Galvin Burton. It looked to me, Reid. Sorry, bro, your time's up.
I also don't mind Sexton starting at. I know this won't happen. Sexton starting at 7, doing the dirty work, and then Galvin comes off.
Yeah, I thought
just
that
for the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year, I could see that happening for sure. And then next year, you've got to go, okay, right, let's start moving. Galvin sort of come on, just ball play a bit, basically.
We said this last week. We're not too sure on the Doggies yet. See how they go with Kelvin. They're a top team.
Yeah, they're good.
Kelvin is a good player. He can play.
Yeah, his straightening up of the attack was just ridiculous yesterday. As soon as he came on, I'm like, stop doing this to me, Lachlan Galvin.
And as soon as they came on, dude, there was that spark.
Yeah, I was
like a flary player playing.
Yeah, okay.
Just tell straight away.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah,
something's gonna happen.
Straight
away. I know we've said before on the podcast about the Warriors fans being top tier fans, but did you see the Doggies outside the hotel?
I did see it
pre-game. That to me goes, Warriors fans,
step your stuff up.
Step it up, because the Doggies, that was ridiculous. That is like state of origin.
Oh,
Walking in a
that's
Suncorp
massive.
type. They're leaving their hotel, and there was thousands of people there.
And Canberra also, like, they need a shout because they went out in the rain, freezing cold on the
100%.
weekend.
There's some great fan bases getting around, but the Doggies, everyone's always said the rugby league's gone better when the Doggies, and I've never really seen it in terms of. I was a fair bit younger. I wasn't as much in the footy when the Doggies were last good. But now I'm seeing it. I'm going, okay, the Doggies fans are legit. Well, they're crazy.
They're putting some bums on seats in a call.
60,000 on a Monday.
If the Doggies aren't playing,
60,000 on a school night. You're kidding me.
And if the Doggies aren't playing, a call looks dead.
Yeah, it does.
It's not good for the television.
It's not. There's a lot of empty seats getting around.
There's a lot of empty seats. It needs some bums putting on them.
Yeah. All you can see out of core, and I know the Roosters don't play out of a core, but Hainesy's basically the only bloke there watching footy. Yeah, when it's just Roosters and someone else at a core.
Yeah.
It's very bland.
Yeah.
Very bland.
I also want to mention Sexton. What a man.
Yeah.
Did you listen to his interview post game?
I would love for him to come to the Eels and play 6.
He's a man.
I heard that apparently as soon as Galvin came, Sexton his best training session of the year.
Yeah.
Just went, let's go. Come on, bro. You're not taking my jersey off me that easy.
And I seen him when Galvin scored the try. Sexton was one of the first people in there.
Yeah.
Give him a hug.
Yeah, love it.
What a blow.
Yeah, 100%.
True Queenslander.
Yes. Team with Jai Gray in it always gets me excited, so I'm going to tip them just for that reason.
I'm going to go Bulldogs.
Actually, I'm going to go the Bulldogs. No, I'll stick with the Bunnies.
Okay.
Glory to Sesini. Jackie Leg White and at cap as skip.
Yep.
Love to see it.
Keon's doing a job.
Lockie Hubner will tackle his heart out.
Lockie Hubner. Oh,
The hub.
If aliens are taking over the world, or Earth, I should say, Lockie Hubner is the first person I'm putting in front of myself because he will tackle anything coming his way.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter size, length, width.
More effective than a shield, having a Lockie Hubner by your side.
He's tackling whatever.
More effective than a guard dog. More effective than a bodyguard. I want Lockie Hubner. If I'm going into battle and I want blokes to just tackle enemies, I'm picking Lockie Hubner.
Yeah.
I'm picking Ray Stone. And I'm probably picking Plathy just because I like him.
Oh, we love Plathy Mad Max.
So...
yeah, like
those blokes are never going to stop tackling.
Instead of getting on horseback, let's go on the back of Hubner. How could you say that?
Like,
Hubner back.
It's like Clash Royale. What's that little? Have you ever played Clash Royale?
No, I did, but
not
familiar.
Yeah, Lockie Hubner, he loves to tackle.
He tackles.
Goes to bed thinking of tackling. He wakes up thinking of tackling.
He wakes up in nightmares of tackling. Yeah. I don't know if it's a nightmare, but
nightmare is him missing a tackle.
Yes,
or him not tackling is a nightmare.
Yeah, good to see.
We got anything else today?
I'm pretty sure we should talk about Raiders
in terms of
just how good they're going.
Well, they're not playing this week.
I know,
so
but
they got to buy.
I think Big Puppy.
Big Puppy. That was great to see.
What a man! 2 tries, a goal, 10 points.
It was Owen Paddy that laid the tries on.
He's doing a job.
Didn't really speak about that.
No, but Big Puppy. You know what, Matt?
One of the great mans of rugby league.
I'm not sure if you're too familiar. He scored more points than the Dragons this week.
Wow. Didn't even think of that.
And tied the same points with Sharks. So, Big Pappy, great job.
Oh, he did too. He got 10 rugby league points this week. The Dragons couldn't even get that.
No.
As a whole team.
Nah.
Wow, that's a great stat.
That's a great stat.
That is a great shout
Big
out
Pappy.
to you. Josh Papali'i.
What a game.
One of the great men.
But yeah, on Paddy. Told you he loves to look forwards first, mate.
Look long, play short.
Always forwards first.
Always forwards first.
He's a player to watch.
He is good.
Stranger's also a great player. Broncos' new logo, you see that?
I didn't. Show me it.
Have you not seen it yet?
Nah.
Looking at rebranding. Thoughts?
Hate it.
Look.
Looks like a chess piece.
I was thinking the same thing, the main chess piece.
Looks like a chess piece.
Now, they're looking to go the simple of just, by the looks of it, just the animal. Yeah. Kind of like the Dolphins, the copycat league.
Simplistic, yeah.
Why don't they just do that with the original logo?
Yeah,
the logo they got now, because that looks fine. Just make it black and white.
That's are they going to make that black and white, you think? Or is that just the...
I'm not too sure, but...
Wouldn't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, not a fan of that. That's very chess.
Very chess-like,
Very chess to me.
Look, yeah. I don't know. At least I'm not a supporter from the
Horse
Broncos.
to E15.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not
not a thing. Cricket coming up. When's that?
I have no idea.
Isn't the Test World Series coming?
I something soon.
I think it's
always
soon
something on.
because
I'm not very good at keeping track of it when it's overseas, just because the time difference is off its head.
Yeah, I've seen they were interviewing Paddy Cummins on the weekend, so I'm thought they must be sniffing around.
I did see a photo of someone around drinking a can of Coke at the cricket.
Okay.
In his kit.
Okay.
Not a random guy, of course. It was Josh Inglis. It was on.
Okay.
It was on
that
David
makes more
Warner.
sense.
It was on Steve Smith's story.
All
Or
right.
something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't really have much else today, and we've done well. It's been a good episode.
You've enjoyed it?
If you've enjoyed it, like, subscribe, give us a follow. But I've enjoyed it. This has been a good one to do.
I've enjoyed sitting next to you, man.
It's just
look, I'm back. I'm not sick anymore, so
everything's
I'm eyes up
everything's
again.
been off the cuff today. It's been nice.
Yeah.
If you're a short boy, thank you.
And a tall boy. We love yous all.
Yeah, everyone. Right. See ya. All good.
Latest, boy.
Goodbye.